अस्सलाम वालेकुम। CSS 2024 के हिस्ट्री ऑफ पाकिस्तान इंडिया के MCQs हम सॉल्व करेंगे। हमारे पास फर्स्ट MCQs है, वाई अरब रूल कुड नॉट एक्सटेंड बियॉन्ड सिंध एंड मुल्तान। फर्स्ट ऑप्शन है जोग्राफिकल बैरियर्स इन रिजिड टेरेन। सेकंड ऑप्शन है स्ट्रॉन्ग रेजिस्टेंस फ्रॉम लोकल रूलर्स। थर्ड है लैक ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इन टेरिटोरियल एक्सपेंशन। और फोर्थ ऑप्शन है इंटरनल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट अमंग द अरब स्टेट। करेक्ट ऑप्शन है ऑप्शन बी, स्ट्रॉन्ग रेजिस्टेंस फ्रॉम लोकल रूलर्स। सेकंड है व्हाई डिड मोहम्मद गजनी launch multiple invasions into India during the 11th century? From territorial expansion, B है for collecting economic resources, C है for spreading Islam, D है for punishing Indian rulers. करेक्ट ऑप्शन है ऑप्शन बी। इसके ऊपर बड़ी कंट्रोवर्शियल वो चीज़ें मौजूद हैं। कुछ लोग कहते हैं फॉर स्प्रेडिंग इस्लाम, कुछ कहते हैं फॉर कलेक्टिव इकोनॉमिक रिसोर्सेज। इसके ऊपर दो मुख्तलिफ ग्रुप्स हैं हिस्टोरियंस के, लेकिन जो ठीक इसका मोटिव था वो था फॉर कलेक्टिंग इकोनॉमिक रिसोर्सेज। Third है the Muslim rule of Delhi in the pre-Mughal era were called sultans as they were bound to avoid further expansion, nominate their successor, seek recognition from the caliph after acquiring powers, or wage jihad against the infidels. Correct option है option C, seek recognition from the caliph after acquiring powers. Fourth है what was the key feature of the Mughal Rajput policy during their rule in India? First option है forced conversion of the Rajput rulers into Islam, exclusion of the Rajputs from administrative positions, C है complete annexation of the Rajput territories, D है integration of the Rajput nobility in Mughal administration. Correct option है option D. Fifth है indicate one of the key outcome of the Lucknow Pact 1916 between Indian National Congress and the Muslim League. Option 1 है acceptance of the separate electorate. Option B है communal award for religious minorities. Option C है launching of Khilafat movement. Option D है demand for complete independence from British rule. Correct option है option A, acceptance of separate electorate. 6 है what was the notable features of the Government of India Act 1935? Acceptance of the complete representation of Indians. B है introduction of the federal structure of British India. C है abolition of the princely states. D है granting complete independence for India. Correct option है option B, introduction of federal structure for British India. 7 है which constitutional framework operated in Pakistan between 1947 to 1958? F6. First है the Indian Independence Act of 1947, the Lahore Resolution of 1940, the Government of India Act 1935, the Pakistan Independence Order of 1947. Correct option है option C, the Government of India Act 1935. 8th है what led Pakistan to turn to the West in early years after its creation? Ideological alignment with the Western countries, historical ties and cultural affinity with Western nations, strategic partnership to counter regional countries, economic and military assistance during Cold War era. Correct option है option D, economic and military assistance during the Cold War era. 9th है during the Indo-Pakistani War of 1971, what strategic and controversial military operation did the Pakistani military initiate in eastern part of the country? Operation Searchlight, Operation Swift Resort, Operation Desert Storm, Operation Gibraltar. जो ऑपरेशन स्विफ्ट रिजॉर्ट है ये था इंडिया के खिलाफ 2019 में, और डेजर्ट स्टॉर्म था इराक के खिलाफ अमेरिका का, और ऑपरेशन जिब्राल्टर जो था 1965 में अयूब खान ने किया था इंडिया के खिलाफ। तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन है ऑप्शन ए, ऑपरेशन सर्चलाइट। फिर है विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट बेस्ट डिस्क्राइब द ओवरऑल ट्रेंड इन पाकिस्तान इंडिया डिप्लोमेटिक रिलेशंस? करेक्ट ऑप्शन है कंटिन्यूअस पीरियड ऑफ द पीस एंड कोलैबोरेशन, अनइंटरप्रेटेड कोऑपरेशन इन इकोनॉमिक एंड कल्चरल एक्सचेंज, consistent and amicable resolution of the territorial disputes, और D option है period of the tension, occasional conflicts and effort towards normalization. Correct option है option D. 11th है हमारे पास what is the primary objective of Pakistan's look towards East policy in the foreign relations? Strengthening existing ties with Western countries, promoting cultural exchange with Singapore, establishing economic and diplomatic relation with East Asian nations, enhancing relation with India. Correct option है option C, establishing economic and diplomatic relation with the East Asian nations. 12th है what marked Benazir Bhutto tenure as Prime Minister of Pakistan from 1988 to 1990? Economic growth, the first time a woman led a Muslim majority country, political harmony was achieved, constitutional development. Correct option है option B. Economic growth वहाँ पे नहीं हुआ था, political harmony नहीं थी, और क्योंकि करप्शन का वो उसके ऊपर बड़ा वो चार्जेस थे बेनज़ीर के ऊपर, इसलिए ऑप्शन बी करेक्ट है इसका। What was the most significant achievement of the PPP-led government in its tenure from 2008 to 2013? Completion of 5-year terms, or comprehensive reforms, restoration of the Chief Justice Iftikhar Ahmad Chaudhry in 2009, or death of Osama bin Laden and the Abbottabad operation? Correct option है option B, comprehensive reforms. 14th है what significant impact was caused to Pakistan by direct military rules and indirect political and management. Corrosion of the civil liberties and human rights, unstable civilian institution, economic stagnation and high unemployment, encouragement of the foreign direct investment in economic growth. Correct option है option B, unstable civil institutions. 15th है what led to the initiation of the Pervez Musharraf's trial under Article 6 of the Constitution of Pakistan. Removal and house arrest of the judges, suspension of the constitution in the aftermath of coup in 1999, the assassination of Benazir Bhutto, the Lal Masjid operation in Islamabad. करेक्ट ऑप्शन है ऑप्शन बी। और इसके ऊपर एक वो भी मौजूद है ब्रूकिंग ब्रीफ्स का। दिस वीक अ स्पेशल कोर्ट फाउंड फॉर्मर पाकिस्तानी अंडर रूलर जनरल परवेज मुशर्रफ guilty of high treason under Article 6 of the Pakistan Constitution for suspending the Constitution when he imposed a state of emergency in November 2007 and sentenced him to death. Article 6 कहता है Article 6 hold that a person who abrogate or subvert or suspend or hold in abeyance the country's constitution has committed high treason. Musharraf can appeal the verdicts in the Supreme Court. तो ये जो उसको punishment मिली थी ये suspension of constitution in the aftermath of the coup in 1999 का ऑप्शन ही ठीक है। फिर 16 है what role did the Pakistani army play in Abbottabad operation in May 2011 that resulted in the death of the Osama bin Laden. Pakistan army was unaware of the operation until its completion, actively collaborated with the United States in planning the execution, provided intelligence support or attempted to thwart the operation to protect Osama bin Laden. इसका जो करेक्ट ऑप्शन है वो है ऑप्शन ए। पाकिस्तानी आर्मी को और इंटेलिजेंस अदारों को उसका पता भी नहीं था और उसके ऊपर अल जज़ीरा की एक रिपोर्ट है जिसमें वो कहते हैं A secret Pakistani investigation of the operation leaked to Al Jazeera concludes that the operation was a great humiliation for Pakistan, the worst since 1971 with the war with India. The US had carried out a hostile military mission deep inside Pakistan without informing Islamabad, and the Pakistani security establishment had no idea bin Laden was hiding in Abbottabad or in fact anywhere in Pakistan. The failure to find bin Laden is placed directly on the ISI. तो इससे शो होता है कि पाकिस्तानी आर्मी को या इंटेलिजेंस इदारों को बिल्कुल उसका पता भी नहीं था। 17th है what impact did Pakistani support to the US-led war on terror have on the country? Isolation from the international affairs and alliances, enhanced regional cooperation and diplomatic relations, economic growth and increased stability, or D option है internal challenges including security issues and economic strains. Correct option है option D. 18th है during the military rule in Pakistan, how did the judiciary typically respond to the military regimes? Upheld constitutional principles, opposed military interventions, collaborated with the military regimes or demonstrated neutrality. इसका जो करेक्ट ऑप्शन है ऑप्शन सी है। न तो उन्होंने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को अपहेल्ड किया और न ही उन्होंने अपोज किया मिलिट्री इंटरवेंशंस को और न ही वो न्यूट्रल रहे बल्कि वो सपोर्ट करते रहे मिलिट्री रिजीम्स को। 19th है व्हाट इज द मोस्ट सीवियर चैलेंज फॉर पाकिस्तान दैट कैन लीड टू इट्स डिस्ट्रक्शन? इंडियन थ्रेट और एनवायरमेंटल इश्यूज एंड अनरेगुलेटेड इन्वेस्टमेंट इन द रियल एस्टेट, पॉलिटिकल इंस्टेबिलिटी और टीटीपी। जो करेक्ट ऑप्शन है वो ऑप्शन सी पॉलिटिकल इंस्टेबिलिटी। What are the primary grievances of the Baloch insurgents involved in the ongoing insurgency in Pakistan? Economic disparities in resources exploitation, religious differences, dispute over international borders, or cultural identity issues? Correct option है option A, economic disparities and resource exploitations.